Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023, the fallout day from yesterday's crazy marathon, the Fight and Feast event here on DSPGaming, and also a day where we got back into regular gameplay streaming. Let's talk about what went down. So first of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, yes, it was a lot of discussion about how the Fight and Feast went, how the content will be uploaded to the channels, slowly, because a lot of the content went live right away last night, but some of the content did not, and it's going to go live slowly over on DSP Reacts over the course of the week. One thing that was abundantly clear, people loved the event and want more like that, but the question is, how often do we do them? What do we do them? Do they always have to have like a special theme, or do you just do a special event maybe once every month and a half just for the sake of doing one? We talked about the possibility of another long-form React, but it seems like people really enjoyed the special event and want another one. So we kind of brainstormed a little bit. Like, the best idea that I came up with thinking about this over the course of the day was maybe an Independence Day event. For those who don't know, Independence Day in the United States is July 4th. Now, typically here on Independence Day, a lot of people are busy. You spend it with family or friends. You have cookouts. You have fireworks, all kinds of stuff. Incidentally, Independence Day is a Tuesday. Well, guess what? My wife works Tuesdays and likely would be working that day. So that means if we're going to do it, we should probably do it a few days before. That way, if she wanted to participate and maybe make some recipes and things for us to try during this marathon event, just like we did for the Fight and Feast, she'd be able to do it. But in addition to that, I was thinking about it and I was like, do I really want to do a special marathon again on a holiday when a lot of people can't make it, or maybe just do it a couple days before? So we're talking about this. We're planning it out. It's looking like perhaps it'll be that first weekend of July. Maybe it will be the next big event that we plan out and do, and that'll give us some time to plan what we want to do during it and stuff like that. Anyway, outside of that, we had a lot of discussion, a lot of fun interaction, and the first gameplay stream of today was Star Wars Jedi Survivor, where we continued on with our return to Jeddah. This is a planet we'd already been to, but we returned to it again for a major dungeon and exploration. We actually got 2 new abilities today, the ability to air dash and the ability to pass through the green barriers that have been hindering our progress and exploration for a while. So now with both of those, it's kind of opened the game up quite a lot to do other things. By the time that we were done with the stream, we had returned back to Kobo and made a lot of progress in the story. Also, the streak continued on the first stream. That means 20 straight streams where we hit our tip skulls. 20. That is crazy. That 20 streams in a row we hit our tip skulls, okay? And I'm very proud to say, guess what? It had nothing to do with Jinx. Let me tell you something. Jinx has been an amazing supporter of my content over the last couple of weeks. But Jinx went absolutely crazy during the Fight and Feast yesterday. Gifted a ridiculous amount of support. Today, Jinx is basically tapped out and said, that's it, I can't do it anymore, but hope you enjoy. To which I was very appreciative. Yes, thank you so much, Jinx. And what was funny is Jinx wasn't there for most of the first stream, but we still hit the goals. People were still supportive. They wanted to keep that streak alive and going. They did. Thank you so much for that, everyone. Okay, so it was a great stream, great support, great progress, everything good. The late stream tonight was my attempt to beat Oblivion. Now, admittedly, I didn't know what was left in Oblivion. We have a lot left. Here's what we got done tonight. No exaggeration, I turboed through like 5 different Oblivion gates. We got the support of the entirety of the world of Oblivion on our side by clearing out all these Oblivion gates and basically setting ourselves up for the finale. Then we talked to Martin, and Martin kept telling us to go get other items. First he says, oh, you got to go get the armor of Tiber Septim. So you go into the dungeon, oh wait, you can't just get the armor because there's a curse. Now you have to free the spirits of 4 different dudes who are trapped in skeletons. So you kill the skeletons, the 4 guys cast some kind of a spell, they free it. You got the armor of Tiber Septim. You go back to Martin, he goes, oh, here's the next item. You're like, wait, next item? I already got you 2 items. You said there were 2. Oh, here's the 3rd item, the Grand Welkin Stone. So we got to go to another dungeon. We're turboing through the dungeon. We're killing, we're flying through. We grab the Grand Welkin Stone. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. There's another item. I was like, wait, what the hell is this? This is why everyone told me when we were going to start playing Oblivion this year that the story sucks. This is exactly why. The story is essentially a glorified fetch quest. It's, oh, you think you're done? Go get me this out of a dungeon. Oh, you think you're done? Go get me this out of a different place. And it's the same thing over and over. Like, there's no real variety here in the story. It's almost the same thing. Go clear 500 Oblivion gates. Go to 500 repetitive dungeons and just grab items. It's like, wow, that sucks. The main or the side quest lines of the guilds and everything were way better than this main quest line. Now, here's the good news. We're at the end. The bad news is we didn't beat it tonight. We could have if it wasn't all this bullshit busy working and fetch quest stuff, but that's what the end of the game is. So it seems like now all we have left to do is to go to Bruma. There's going to be one ginormous fight in Bruma as the giant Oblivion gate will open, and we've recruited everyone in the world to help us, so this fight shouldn't be as tough. Once we do it, I guess we have to get the Grand Sigil Stone or the Special Sigil Stone through this gate. Once we get that, that apparently is what Martin needs to complete his spell or whatever, and then that's the final mission and finale of the game, and that's the end. So I'm thinking one more night stream, we should definitely wrap up Oblivion. All right? Now, tonight, the support streak ended. We did not hit our support goals tonight. That is fine. As I told you guys, my God, that was seriously 20 straight streams. So that was like almost 10 straight days where every stream we were hitting the support goals. Let me tell you, it helped a ton. That money already has gone to several bills and things to help pay stuff down. And there's a little bit of surplus left. That'll help basically for the next month or two. No, it wasn't so much that now I can run out and start frivolously spending on buying a new PC and all this crazy stuff. You know, if we had kept up that support streak for like months, that's different. Then I could have been like, holy crap, yeah, we could go do all that. But, you know, it was a good streak. It helped out a lot. Thank you, everyone who contributed to that streak. Obviously, Jinx was a huge part of it, and others were as well. And I really do appreciate that, okay? Now, one thing that I want to dispel, because it's what idiots are saying, you know, my haters. So here's what happened yesterday, okay? I'm in the middle of my Fight and Feast Marathon event, and Jinx actually did a significantly large tip. While that was happening, I had all this other stuff going on during the course of the day. I had people emailing me ideas for events. I had people emailing me to get unbanned on stream. I had people emailing me, you know, oh, they want to donate this or that. I had a bunch of people all emailing me at once, all at the same, you know, all in my face, basically. All right? And so, as this is happening, obviously I'm doing a lengthy marathon, and let's be honest, I'm having some shots and everything. So, you know, I'm getting tired a little bit, getting a little sloppy almost, as I could say. Not that I was drunk, but, you know, you're not as spry, you're not as astute, right? So I'm reading a shout out for a giant tip from Jinx, and I'm also looking at other emails in my email box here. And it just so happens there was an email from someone who was looking to get unbanned, okay? And their name in the email was Ryan. Now, that's not even their YouTube account or anything they go on YouTube, but it said the email was from, like, Ryan. So I'm reading it, and I shouted out Jinx, and I said, and so thanks, Ryan. And someone's like, Ryan, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh, I said the wrong name. It's from Jinx. And the idiotic haters, you know, my trolls said, oh, see, he doxed Jinx. His name is really Ryan. Like, literally, I could have farted, and they would have said his name was, or I would have sneezed. They would have said, oh, see, he doxed him. His name is Gesundheit. It's the dumbest thing. And in reality, here's what happened, right? So I say this on stream, and then we made a running joke of it during the marathon yesterday, that every contributor's name is Ryan. We just joked about it for like an hour. Okay, it was funny. So what ends up happening is I got a bunch of emails from people actually named Ryan, and they're like, oh my God, did you accidentally dox me or whatever? I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't really dox you. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It was just an innocent mistake, you know, having a ton of emails in my inbox because I'm in the middle of a marathon. There's a lot going on. I'm drinking and everything, and I just read the wrong name. Like, literally, instead of saying Jinx, thanks to the tip, I said Ryan, and people make a big to-do about it like it's some big freaking deal. And so what's funny about that today is, you know, Jinx comes on stream, and he's like, just so everyone knows, I'm tapped out. You know, I had a crazy day supporting the stream yesterday, and he's just insane amount of tips and gifted memberships and everything yesterday. It was so appreciated and so crazy how over the top he went. He goes, there's no way I can keep this up, so, you know, that's it for me. I'm basically tapped out today. And people are like, oh, see, it's because Phil doxed him and shit. And it's just like, you guys are so fucking stupid. No, really. Like, the most innocuous little thing, the most dumb, innocent little thing, reading the wrong email. And somehow it's some big conspiracy with these idiots. Okay, it's not. So I debunked it. All right? People are just fucking really stupid. No, that's not why Jinx did not contribute today. It's because he's been contributing for a week and a half and went crazy during the marathon, you know, to help out a ton. And so obviously doing that, he can't do this every day. right? I've been saying this the entire time. It can't always be on Jinx. I'm very appreciative that earlier today, the first stream, we hit the goal without Jinx. That was amazing. That means people still keeping it up was really nice of them, all right? So here's the deal. The vet streak is over. It was great while it lasted. Thank you. If we ever get another one going, great. But I'm pleased. Obviously, you guys helped me out a lot. And thank you for that. And now I guess we get back to kind of normalcy starting tomorrow. All right? So here's the deal. Let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. We'll have a fun level 1 podcast in the morning. And then it's going to be continuing on with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Last time around with Zelda, we were underground in the depths. We had unlocked the ability to auto-build things that we've done before. Basically, like you get a schematic when you build a certain contraption or a certain vehicle, and this would auto-build it for you. So that's unlocked. I don't know if we want to continue to explore in the depths, or if we actually want to go back to the surface and continue on maybe with the main plot of the game. I'm not sure. I don't know. You guys give me recommendations. Okay, and that's the first stream tomorrow night. Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster continuing. Should be great. We're in the final third of the game. It's the hardest part of the game, but also the best part for like leveling jobs and interesting dungeons and stuff. So it should be a good time. I'm off on Wednesday, and then the whole focus next week is making maximum progress in all the games before Street Fighter comes out on June 2nd. So that means you're going to have, you know, Star Wars and Zelda every mainstream. Once we beat Oblivion, which is likely Thursday night, we're going to have a night stream spot kind of open. Whether you want to see Elden Ring come back for a few streams, or you want me to maybe play more of, say, Zelda and Star Wars on the late streams for extra progress, we could do that too. I really leave it open to whatever you guys want. Let's see what you want. Once we beat Oblivion, likely to Thursday night, I'm sure we'll have discussions about, you know, what you would like to see. But in addition, seems like our next big event will be this Independence Weekend event. You know, think of some ideas of what you might want to see during that, and we'll start brainstorming that as well. Okay, guys? Thank you so very much. I had a superb day today on streams with full gameplay. It resumes tomorrow with the other games. Thank you so very much. Have a good night. Be safe. See you in the morning for the final day of the week. Peace out. Have a good night.